Hi everyone, this is Tracy Newman from the Navigator's Tarot, where you can find me on TikTok and Instagram and as Sleepy Wisdom on YouTube. If you would like a personal reading from me, you can also find me at my website, which is sleepywisdom.com. Okay, let's find out what's actually going on with the feminine this week. Or, you know, whenever this reading finds you. Wow. So this is coming into union with the independent, more masculine energies. It's kind of like coming into some sort of balance with the masculine energies. Excuse me. Six of Air is about moving forward without any sort of stress at all. And the Hierophant is about listening to a higher version of self, bringing down that authority, that highest version of the Christed avatar self that is literally the highest version of self, and coming into those sort of energies so that we can actually move forward into a new millennia pretty much, and a new aspect of self as we move out of these 3D matrix worlds into something completely new, something completely different. Yeah, amazing energies. I feel like the feminine at this time is sometimes feels like she's pretty much drowning. It's not always, it's been quite difficult. The challenges have been coming thick and fast, and on an energy level, on an energetic level. But I feel like eventually, I think we are going to come out of them. But it may take just a little while. For all of us, it will be different. For some of us, because we have the King of Earth here, it can literally mean our physical lives are changing. And this can mean on a physical level with our health. It can also mean maybe with our jobs, all of that sort of thing. And it can literally mean that we are going through some challenging times, but to go within and to find that inner voice, that connection to the heart, and also the connection to the outer sun, which is the masculine, the divine masculine that comes through down into our heart center here, our solar plexus center, but also goes straight down into the earth. So it's a very good way of, when you do this, it grounds you into the earth plane. And at this time, it's very, very important for the feminine to be as grounded as possible, because these changes are so physically demanding and also emotionally demanding, because you know whatever changes we have to go through now is literally about leaving this old world behind and moving into something completely new, and we're creating it as we're going along, and it can be quite difficult sometimes, you know, for all of us. And so I think at this point in time for the feminine, it's it's a good idea to maybe find some sort of communion with other feminines, because it's getting quite difficult, you know. You have the High Priestess. It's interesting because this High Priestess come out, I mean, pretty much in a reversal kind of energy. The High Priestess is full of wisdom and knows who she is. It brings down her higher self. She's in her higher self all the time. Has that connection going with Source at all times. It's like that's just who she is, and she's full of wisdom, but it was upside down. And I feel like the challenge is to be able to move back to find our inner wisdom and to go within. And to do that, we need to become very, very grounded. And like, it's a good idea maybe get out in nature. I always say that, but literally, like last week, I did go out into nature, and I could literally hear the trees wanting to speak to me. And I didn't understand the importance of it at the time because I was not on my own. So I found it very difficult. I couldn't stop and contemplate, but I really feel the need to maybe go out to the bush, to sit under the trees and to listen to exactly what it is that they wish to tell me at this time. And I feel for a lot of the feminine, a lot of us have, you know, I mean, had to balance out these masculine energies and work in these masculine type energies, but that the 3D matrix world is very much honed into. But for the feminine, I'm really feeling that it's really important at this stage to, even though it's great, you need to become grounded, but we need to also go within and listen to our intuition. And for some of us, it's been quite difficult to do that at this time. So, you know, to find our inner wisdom, we need to become more grounded into the natural earth and the natural world, because that's what we're going to be moving into, those more natural earth type energies. So if you can, get out into nature, go visit waterfalls, go to the ocean, whatever you need to do, but to find that connection to source and all that is through the natural world is exactly what the feminine needs to do at this time, so that any decisions that she needs to make about her physical or emotional life will be grounded in absolute truth and understanding, and that comes from going within and finding that connection to source and our intuition. And that's where we're going to find communication. That's where we're going to find communication with our inner understanding of who we are, our inner Christ avatar. That is what we are becoming now. To bring those energies into our, not only our physical bodies, but into our emotional bodies, becoming the Christed avatar self that is required of us at this time. It requires us to be very brave. It requires us to be extremely courageous, and to rely completely on our intuition, and to rely completely on the God source presence that comes from within. This is a it's like a crossroads, like a turning point in our lives right now, and exactly where we place our energy is going to be how we create this new earth as we're going along. It's quite a difficult energy, and it's a challenging energy, because we're being asked to let go of the 3D matrix world almost completely, and relying on our intuitive centers completely as well. So yeah, it's a weird old time at the moment, but we came here to do the work, and this is what the masculine got as well for the end card, the Fool. So we literally are going to be jumping out into the unknown in all our innocence and unconditional love, which we need to find for ourselves and others. Okay, I hope that makes some sort of sense. Good luck, guys. Get in touch with other females, because other feminines that are going through the same thing, because I think it's going to get a little bit rough. Okay, bye for now.